So folks, today we're doing another sketchbook tour, but this one is one of the more recent ones. This was from last year, and well, technically it's not finished because there's no point in finishing it because it's kind of a mess. As you can see, it's falling apart a lot.
Oh my goodness!
This happens a lot with a lot of these types of sketchbooks I've noticed, so there's no point in really trying to like finish when everything is, I mean, yes, I could tape it back together and technically it would be fine, but like, trust me, like, when you try to draw on like the back of a page like this, it is really difficult, so I'm not gonna bother. My other sketchbook, when I did a sketchbook tour a few months, actually no, this is like a year or so ago, I think. It's also in really bad condition. The back side actually came off, which made me really upset. So there's no point in me finishing it because there's no support on it, so yeah. This happens a lot. I do like the chunky look because it makes me feel like the sketchbook is very, fleshed out, has a bit of character to it. But it does suck that I had to sacrifice that at the expense of the sketchbook's stability or whatever. Yeah, look how thick this book is. It's like an accordion. And I still like this cover. I think it's really pretty. I like the little carousel and all this. Very nice. So I think from that one video I did where I was doing that thing where I was kind of just doing like a process of how to do my collages, I showed this was like the first thing I had, and then there was this, and then this. Wait, yes. And then there was this. This is my OC Hazard. He's like a ghost that like really loves going on. He's like one of those people that really likes. He's that type of person that when it's like 8 a.m. and he has like a motorcycle, he's like blazing through your neighborhood with like the those types of people, the ones that are revving up their engines at like 8 a.m. in the morning going through the neighborhood. He's that type of person, but worse. So this is a habit I've noticed with my sketchbooks. It's mostly set where I start off very like intense. I have a lot of collage stuff, and then once I get towards like the middle part, that's where I start to get, I don't want to say lazy, but I don't do as much because it's kind of hard to, because the book gets harder to it's harder to fold, I guess, if that makes sense. So a lot of the pages are gonna get less, This is something for class. I hate how the faces came out, so I'm not even gonna bother uncovering that. And these 3 OCs, but I think I'm scrapping him because, And this is a page I was talking about. I don't like how it looks because her face got pinked up and it's very mushy and all that, but it's okay, I guess. And this is my OC Gula. He's this species that I created called a popling. It's not a closed species. It's just something I made for. It's just something I made up just because. Yeah. Anyway, a yellow apple, and this is supposed to be a redraw, but it looks terrible. I hate how the arms look. And then this just OCs. Okay, this is really weird. So this is based off of a dream I had from the show. I'm actually kind of embarrassed to mention like what the show is and all of this, so I'm just gonna say this. Basically, let's just say a character from the show was supposed to die off like in a very peaceful way, like the whole episode was about her dying and all that. And like in this dream I had, like I kind of predicted some parts of it because she was wearing like a dress, but like it was a red dress though. And anyway, she was walking through, and this old dude right here is like, "What are you doing here? It's not your time yet." Because she was in like the afterlife place, which was like this weird looking suburban neighborhood where the sky was like, it was like nighttime, and like she was in this weird like suburban neighborhood and stuff, and a lot of weird stuff happened in that dream. I think like it started off with her waking up as like a skeleton, and she was like in her coffin, and she like just left. And she like left the coffin because she was like, it's too cramped in here or whatever. I don't know. It was so weird. I know that was a lot rare like for basically like this one picture, but yeah, that's what happened. And this is another OC. This was a concept they had for Dragon Ball OC. His name is supposed to be Pola, not Polar, Pola, because every Frieza race character is named after like a frozen thingamabopper. I don't know. I kind of struggled to draw him because it's hard to draw Frieza actually. So yeah. And this was during my weird phase where I was kind of struggling with my style. I was kind of going back to my cartoony phase. Like, maybe I should draw more cartoony again. So I was kind of experimenting with mixing my style with like a more exaggerated cartoony style. And the results were kind of iffy, so yippee. And this is just more practice. I was kind of going for that like early 2000s type of vibe. I always liked that sort of aesthetic and like stylization that those old cartoons did. I don't like how modern cartoons look. I just feel like that the 2000s really nailed that like angular, thick line style. Like nowadays everything is like round and not sharp and the lines are always thin. I just don't like it. It makes me sad. Like, why is everyone so afraid of thick lines? But yeah, so then this is just this is actually from this one artist that I found out about during my class I was taking. Wait, no, this was after this semester ended, I think. I don't remember. Basically, I was taking this class and there was this artist named L.C. Leyendecker, and he was like this really cool painter. He had this really nice style, and that was like a redraw of like a crappy redraw of that. I say crappy just because like I kind of messed up on the hand and yeah. So I do like this. This is Makima. I don't like how her eye looks. Wait, no. I just don't like how her face kind of looks a bit iffy to me because I kind of screwed up. Because I think I might have done this and just... No, I think I sketched this out. But yeah, this is just Makima. I think it was kind of like an attempt at sort of a cover thing. I don't know. These are my two OCs. They're just, this was like an attempt at a comic, basically. She's like, inching closer and closer. You think she's gonna kiss her, but now she's just like squishing her cheeks. Eyes. These are two other OCs, they're as kids. This is, just, oh look, it's Aki. I love how, like, this is my OC, Giselle. It looks like she's looking at Aki like, Aki. I don't know, it's just, and then this is supposed to be me trying to redraw that one thing of Kurapika, but it did not turn out well. I think this sketchbook was when this is like the summer of last year. Yes, so this is when I was getting to like Hunter x Hunter. This is a one redraw of that one panel of Kurapika from the manga, and this is supposed to be like, I don't know, I need to get back to like drawing horror type stuff and all that. So this is kind of an attempt at that. It's like a pretty lady, but then you look closer. And as you can see, she's got a centipede body. And this is an attempt to draw Kurapika, but I kind of messed up. And unfortunately the hands are messed up and janky and just, listen, I don't use color pencils anymore just because they kind of, I'm really hard on them. Like, I always kind of, like, with them, so I really need to work on that. But anyway, I also don't like how his eyes look. I mean, they're fine, kind of, but, like, just something about it just doesn't sit well with me for some reason. So, yeah. This is supposed to be another attempt at, like, drawing, cartoonishly. That's not even a great word. Cartoony. It's supposed to be Nira from Dragon Quest V, but, like, I kind of exaggerate some things. I don't know. This got kind of popular. Okay, not super popular, but, like, got a lot of likes on Twitter, I remember. Okay. So this is just me trying to redraw Dork Diaries covers, my stick figure style, because that actually influenced my stick figure style. So it made sense to kind of pay homage to the inspiration. And then there's more. This is the I actually forget what the titles of all these are. Blah blah. And then this was back when that whole one meme was a thing where it was like you pull on like your friend's exposed nerves or something like that. Not real life, but like, you know what I mean. There was like the exposed nerve challenge. Pull a prank on your friend. It's so funny. And then they make this really eerie face. That's what it pretty much was supposed to be. I was gonna make an animatic of it, but I never got around to doing it. This is OC Lazarus, and it looks horrible because I was trying to draw from like a realistic reference of like the undershot of like the nose or whatever. It does not look good. I don't know, just humans do not look good from that angle. Like, no matter how attractive you are, just this angle, like that those angles are just really hard to draw, and like they just don't look good. This is the Yippee creature. These are two OCs, and this another OC. He kind of looks like that one dude from JoJo. I forgot his name. You know the one. He has the blue swirly hair. And this is just some random chick. This is me attempting to just draw the my villagers as people. Kit Kat, Marshall. Okay, I don't have Marshall, but I really want him on my island. I know that like there was like that whole thing a few years ago, like people making a big deal of Raymond and Marshall. That died down, which I'm glad about, but I still love Marshall. I loved him ever since I discovered like Animal Crossing. I found out who he was. He's so cute, so I want him on my island. And Zucker's also adorable, and so is Pietro. They're like, all of them are like super adorable, and Pietro and Zucker are like, they're gonna stay on my island for like forever. I cannot get rid of those two. They're so cute, especially Pietro. Like, who doesn't love clowns? These are my two OCs. Wendeline and Gula, they both really love meat, so they have that in common. So they're like, meat! Yay! And then there's this other OC, Wild Style. Her name is all caps, and she has this ability to like, her spit is like glow in the dark. It's like that glow in the dark glow stick fluid. So like, she's like, hey guys, look, isn't that cool? My spit can glow in the dark. Or something like that. She's like an arcade mascot. That's why she has that. So like it makes sense because you know arcades have like glow sticks and all that. This is just a collage thingamabobber. This is Pulcella dressed up as Aleph. This is my Animal Crossing character. Her name is Perry. In the game, she's named Pulcella just because like, you know, if I want to play online, like, you know, someone can recognize my name. But canonically, her actual name is Perry. She's not supposed to like Pulcella or anything. She's her own character. She's very fashionable and she changes up her like looks very often. But her canon appearance is this right here. And like I have a story actually about this. So when I first like got the game and all that, I was like getting the custom I was getting like those custom codes and all that. I gave her like these special eyebrows that had like a piercing and like 2 scars and like a band-aid or whatever. And I kind of made that canon. So like she has like just a scar under her eye and like a piercing and a bandage for whatever reason. And her hair is like just naturally looks like that. So yeah, fun fact, fun little tidbit. There's supposed to be a redraw of like this old picture that I have. I don't feel like showing it, but like it was like this witch or whatever, star witch. This was an attempt at redrawing the stick figure family. I have no idea what the story was originally or something like that. It was just It was like these 4 kids or whatever. They were all siblings or something like that, but they didn't look like siblings. They all had like different hair colors. It was some anime type genetics going on. This is me trying to draw some person wearing that star hat or whatever from Animal Crossing. I really want it, but I don't have it, which makes me really sad. Anyway, this is a humanization of the secretary bird, which is really pretty bird that is called that because I actually don't know why it's called the secretary bird. It's called like, this is so weird. It was deemed the sexiest bird ever, something like that, because it looks really pretty and has very long eyelashes. I wouldn't say it's sexy, but it's definitely really pretty and cute. Like, it looks elegant. I would say it kind of has like a vibe of like a swan where it's very elegant and pretty looking. So I would have drawn it as like a person. So yeah, I imagined one as like a very elegant and pretty lady. Just kind of vibing. I can't show this page because it's NSFW. This is just a dude who came to a character idea that I had or something like that. Kind of scrapped it, but I did like the idea at the time. These are just sketches of those stick figures from that one video where like I made 3 emojis into characters or magical girls. I kind of wish I could do better with this pose in particular, just because it looks kind of eh. And this is actually just a redrawing of this one dude from this animated series called Artist Switch. I would recommend it. It's really good. And this is another one. I didn't put too much effort into this one because, I mean, I still did a decent job when I finished digitally, but yeah. So, This is summer, and so this was when I actually participated in art fight. I was very shocked that I managed to do so well in it. Like, towards the end, I did like these digital icons that I do for like my OCs when I make one for Toy House, so that way they all have like something I identify with, so they're not all just like different images. So I started off traditionally, and this is kind of why the sketchbook is the way that it is. So this was, I don't remember the people's names, I'm not going to list them, but this was the first one, and as you can see, the page is very, very stiff, because there was a lot of like stuff going on here. So because of that, the page is kind of broke a little bit or whatever. So that's kind of why, this is my favorite one, by the way, because it's yami kawaii-ish, and also very, 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 very pink. It's probably showing up the camera as like fluorescent. I mean, it is, but like it's probably like super saturated. And then there's this one. I like this one too. And then these, I think these were like the last ones. I screwed up on the legs because like they're supposed to be kind of like this, but because they didn't fill in the page entirely, I had to kind of like do some editing and all that to fix it. And so now it's like I had to like kind of break his legs so that I could tape them back in so they wouldn't be sticking out. So rest in peace to his legs. So yeah, not much to say here. Just me trying to redraw. I can't remember who's who. Either her name is Scanty or Nisox, but that one character from Panty and Stocking. Yes, everyone's favorite Angel Devil. This was me kind of just trying to just draw him, just whatever. I think there was a attempt to be kind of wanting to draw Panty and Stocking style, but I just kind of gave up and just did my own thing instead. My OC Owie, and this is when the part 2 of Chainsaw Man came out or whatever, and I redrew the panel, or this one panel. I don't like how it looks, to be honest, because I sketched it kind of quickly, but yeah. These are the sketches for those icons. I only did just these two, just because, I don't know. The rest of them I did digitally, or I sketched them digitally. These are my two OCs, Ukyo and Tsubasa, and basically Tsubasa is like a wannabe hairdresser, but she has like really messy bad hair herself, so it's like haha irony. And Ukyo's like idol trainee, and basically he was like, hey Tsubasa, can you like do my hair or something? And so she's like, sure, but then she like messed up his hair and he has like practice or whatever or something, or a photo shoot or something like that, and he's like, Tsubasa, my hair, you ruined it. So yeah, this is a sketch of my OC Philotea in the Animal Crossing style, but like it's been covered up by all this, unfortunately. So okay, this is my OC William. Just don't question this. Anyway, so this is so this sticker split in half. So instead of just like throwing it away, I just drew this like gory thing, just like, oh, she split open, oh no. Anyway, this was an attempt at designing an idea for a Dragon Quest, I could have like a fourth Zenithian trilogy story. I know that sounds really stupid because it's trilogy, so technically it would be quadrilogy or whatever. But just it just sounds better. Anyway, so like this was an idea that I had, but I kind of scrapped it. And this was another sketch, and this was a character idea I had. I still haven't done anything with him because I kind of don't know what to do with him, but I like his little gremlin stance that he has going on. He's just like, I'm plotting something evil. This is me. These are my two OCs, Calliope and Lovejoy, Calliope, and they're just, I don't know, doing something a little spicy. This was me attempting to redraw this one picture that I found on Pinterest. It was like, I forgot where or what artist did it, but yeah. This is just some doodles, blah blah. This is the same dude again. Try to redraw him in a more, regular style. The pose is awkward because I cannot for like me pose properly late. I just have been struggling to draw people and poses a lot lately. Yes, so this picture, it's really funny. So basically, this was around the time that I got into Death Note, and there was this one image that I saw on Pinterest. This is like, listen, I saw this one image and I ran with the idea of Light Yagami, like a Death Note AU, where everything's the same, but it's like Light Yagami is kind of writing sort of like in a diary, like dork diary style, and like everything's drawn in a dork diary art style. I just thought that'd be really funny, just because the idea of definitely dork diary having a crossover is really ridiculous, but also really funny. So this was my attempt at not really redoing, kind of just doing like my own version of like the first book, and with like light Yagami instead. Ah yes. And this is, wait, no. Actually, now that I realize it, this was still during the summer, I think. So, or was it? I don't remember. I don't date stuff in my sketchbook anymore. But this was sometime whenever. Ah, yes.
Bungee gum contains the properties of both rubber and gum, you see.
And this is supposed to be like older Killua and older Gon, kind of, or at least it kind of, actually, no, it looks like they're kind of the same age, I guess. I don't know. I was thinking, when I was drawing this, I was kind of like, oh, maybe like when they were like 14 or something, but they honestly look the same age, so whatever. This is Zucker, human again. So this is really weird thing. For some reason, my Zucker, like, I think I think he has like a bath towel, and like, for whatever reason, every time I see him, he's always wearing the bath towel, which is fine, but like, how does he not get cold? Because he's wearing it, like, he wears it like year round. Like, I've time traveled and stuff, like, and also it's winter currently, and I've seen him outside wearing it. I'm like, does he not get cold? And why is he always wearing a bath towel? Like, is he getting out the shower? Like, what's going on here? I don't get it. But I thought it was cute though, so I drew him, you know, human form and all that. So yeah. This is, I'm not even gonna comment on this. This is Kurapika. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this picture because I don't like how this came out, and his hand is a little but I do kind of like the attempt that I was going for. I was kind of trying to replicate my sort of painterly digital style, which is kind of like where I kind of just, you know, I like the thicker lines and all that, and like I do kind of I can't explain it, but like, you know what I mean. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, sadly. Anyway, this was me trying to redraw this one picture from this one how to draw manga book, but I can't with proportions or perspective well, and I just kind of gave up on it because I didn't fit in things well. Also probably because the picture was just a tad bit wider, so maybe that's why. Anyway, okay, this was a bit of a Hunter x Hunter spoiler, but you know what, the series is like pretty old, so okay, so this is just a funny idea from after the Karamari Ant arc, where pretty much Gon keeps his hair from when he turned to an adult Gon, so he has his hair like super long, like Rapunzel like, and he kind of decides, oh hey, wouldn't it be funny if I decided to prank Killua by pretending to look like that one ghost chick from The Ring with my super long hair. So that's pretty much the idea that I had. So it's like everything's the same, but he kept his hair long. I thought that would be kind of funny and cute. So this page, oh look, it's Leorio eating, wait, hold on. Leorio eating an Oreo.
Oh!
It's pretty crazy. This is actually a phone case decoration I did. Basically, I just kind of put all the washi tape and stuff on it, then I cover it with like clear duct tape, and then it makes it easier to kind of pull it off. And also my phone case is clear, so there's no worries about like covering up like actual decoration. I personally just got it clear since it's easier to decorate, so yeah. This was me trying to draw AOC Pyrie as like an astronaut, but it does not look good. I struggle with the eyes, but I did like the concept though. Can't show this page because it's NFW. Whoops, I can't show this page after. Okay, so this is fan art of that one dude from Funny Pets, the moon guy, and this is Funny from Funny Pets, and she's like my favorite character. I remember I had her for like a few times. I had like her as like one of my icons on Toy House because I think she's cute. She looks like strawberry shortcake, but like wearing like a swimsuit or something. It's a really weird series, but it is really funny though. I do recommend it. And yes, I did watch it because of that Saber Spark video. It's kind of pretty much like the Poppy the Performer, but just like even weirder. This is actually a revamp of this really old design that I drew. This is like one of those old drawings made from like 2015. But like basically it was like this unicorn dude, except he was more purple, or his hair was more purple or something like that. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I gotta edit this out. Okay, basically this is me trying to revamp this old design that I made when I was like 14 or whatever, and it was like this unicorn doing a striped outfit. So I kind of like it, but also not really. Attempted a collage. I'm saying attempt a lot. I don't know why. Anyway, this is a stick figure doodle of Denji and Makima, and Denji's wearing a cute dog onesie, and Makima's holding a leash. And yeah, I do kind of like how I drew his face. So that's why I like it. This is a doodle at. Oh yes, I remember. This was during the summer because this was when I was at my aunt's friend's house, and we were at a pool party. But I was in the pool because I don't swim, so I was just sitting by the pool. Well, I was actually like in this yard area just drawing for most of the time, and this was just some random stuff. This is OC, 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 and this is not OC, this is just me attempting something. And this is redraw Junko Mizuno stuff. This is actually, okay, this is really funny. So basically, and this is from the Junko Mizuno's Cinderella book. So basically, for context, so in this version of Cinderella, she becomes a zombie, and basically like her dad dies early on and becomes a zombie too. But like at his graveyard, she's like wearing this outfit while burying him, and I thought that was really funny. Just because imagine you're like in a graveyard about to mourn somebody or whatever, and like you just pass by some chick wearing like fishnets and like high boots and all that. It looks so ridiculous. So I just wanted to draw it. I mean, she's slaying, but like also that's not really appropriate to wear in a graveyard. So these are her OCs, more OCs. Look, I want to name them all, but like I don't have the time. I just don't feel like it. So yeah. Anyway, stuff. This is actually a redraw from this one chick that I keep seeing on like Pinterest. I think there was like a thing that she was from, like Bloody Chainsaw Girl or whatever. Just stick figure doodles. This is a redraw of this one thing I saw on Pinterest. It does not come out that well. There was an attempt. I tried. I really did. I kind of like the concept because it fits this OC so well, but I just hate that it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. This is some sketches for icons because sometimes I just don't feel like doing it digitally because I'm lazy. And this is another phone case. Ah yes, Hatsune Pichu. The Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Pichu. Peach fused with Hatsune Miku. I kind of like this design, but I personally wish I could I might redo it with like digitally, just because I feel like my markers didn't have the right colors, so like everything didn't really blend in as well as it should have. So yeah. All right, this is a really cute idea. So I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so adorable if Nanika and Coco met each other and were friends, because they both have like similar faces. So I kind of ran with that idea. Whoa, it's a black page. This is an old OC design. He's not an official OC. He's just in a design idea that I had. His name, I think, was gonna probably be like Forrest or something. He's like this Boy Scout, and also like a paranormal investigator type of person. That's why he has like this. I think it's either representing the paranormal thing or his Boy Scout badge or whatever. And this is supposed to be a little alien, and this is just a skull. These are the 3 Dragon Quest heroes from Dragon Quest 2. Princess Moonbrook, Prince of Mighty and Prince of Kayanok, dressed in 80s clothes, because that game came out in the 80s. So I remember this because this was the first day of school. So yeah, this was just characters I had from like years and years ago that I drew on like a journal cover, and I liked her design, so I want to like revisit it. I might make her into OC. I was gonna name her Irene, spelled I as in Irene, because she has like an obsession with eyeballs or whatever. I have no idea why, but yeah. So there's this trend on Twitter a few months ago or whatever, where basically people were like, because Miku is so popular, that people were like, hey, what if you drew Miku in your OC world or whatever? So I did an attempt at that, and basically I made her look very chaotic, like, so like it's like half and half, like half edgy, half cute, because I feel like that would fit sort of my OC world, because that's kind of how it is. I don't know. I feel like if she was in my OC world, she would just be Miku, like with no special addition, but I wanted to go all with the design, so that's what I did. Redraw a friend picture. Jade in a bunny girl outfit. I was trying to draw up something. I don't know, it was just a doodle. I kind of like how the legs came out. I'm pretty sure I did that from reference. Oh yes, this was that cat prince from that one dream I had where he was chasing a cat and they got mad at me because I wasn't chasing the cat with him or whatever. This is a character design based off of this plushie I have that's like Pusheen, but like she has reindeer antlers or whatever. So I thought it would be cute to try to design that like as a character or whatever. But I never made her into an official character just because. Doodles, we're getting towards like the end, so. Oh yes, this is a clown that has IV bags, but they're balloons. I actually do kind of like that concept. I might draw it one day. And this is a very bad attempt at me trying to draw this celloist who was... There was like this... My cousin had this like porch concert thing, and she invited us over, and we like pretty much were outside watching this jazz group kind of play on her porch. So... yeah, we were watching that, and I attempted to draw him, but it did not turn out very well. This is a stick figure redraw, like this one character from this one thing with Opera. From okay, I saw on Pinterest. I was decided by that one, the artist of Death Note. He like character designed for like this game or whatever, and I thought the design was really cool, so I tried to redraw my stick figure style because why not? And this is the other design that I really liked. Personally, I like this picture a lot more. It is just, I love it. Anyway, some sketches and whatnot, blah, blah, stuff. These are just thumbnails for my illustration class. Oh boy. This is like a project or whatever. Like, I already posted it, like, back when it was due, but it was like that cupcake video. Basically, I had to like pick a holiday and had to like make like 8 or 9 gifs about it or whatever, like how to celebrate it. So I did that. These are attempted a character. These are all like attempted a character design for something. And this is the cupcake girl. I like her design. I think it's really cute. I decided to go stick figure because it made my life easier, and thankfully there was no issues with it. Like no one. Like, in the critique, no one brought that up, so I was like, okay, good, because the stick figure style made things 10 times easier than they were. Just a thingy. This is actually redraw the sticker, because I thought it was cute. Okay, so this was a scrapped idea, so, I'm, like, kind of into Pretty Cure, and I wanted to make a fan cure thing, but, basically, this was supposed to be, like, Pretty Cure, but it was, like, dream themed, so this is one of the designs, and then these were the other... Well, this is another sort of draw. This is another sketch. These are other sketches of the designs, and this is just Poison Lab Blue was just like a really weird phrase that was muttered in a dream I had. I have no idea what it was. I forgot what it was about. Okay, so this is just attempt at trying to sort of adjust my toon style a bit. So I drew Toga because someone like this Discord server I'm in suggested I draw her, because I was like, hey, who should I draw so I could experiment? So I did that. Denji and Pochita as an Animal Crossing villager, because honestly, why not? Also, for some reason, I've always just envisioned that like Pochita had like ears, and that if he did have ears, they'd be black. I don't know why. Okay. Let's see here. This is a character design, a character concept that I have that I'm gonna keep on the download, not because it's like some big project, but because I'm still iffy on like whether I want to make it an official OC. But yeah, let's just say she's a magical girl. And this was this character for my final project for my illustration class, and let me just say that this expression right here really illustrates how I felt around that time. Because that class was very frustrating, and let me just tell you, I didn't hate the professor. Like, the professor was nice, she wasn't bad, but like, oh my goodness, let's just say I really wish things were different in that class. And we're getting towards the end. This was the sketch character ideas that popped in my head. I did not elaborate on this just because, whatever. And that is it. Yeah, unfortunately this book did not really... I can't really do much in this book because, well... I mean, yes, technically I could finish, but like, I like having something on the side. You know, I don't like leaving one page blank. So I'm just gonna leave it there and not finish because, you know what's the point? So yeah, that is that for this sketchbook. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you quacks later.
Pen up, and I will call it this. Pen up, this recording.
Spider-Man, is whatever. Uh-oh. Well, seems like my waves aren't functioning quite properly. So in that case, I am very much in danger!